Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Shantae back with another episode of Chatting with Shantae. How in the world are y'all doing? Me, I am hot. Okay, y'all, it is hot. Listen, to all my winter babies, raise your hand, okay? I got my fan on standby. I got the air on. It's too hot, okay? I just went to go grab me something to eat, and I just feel like I done ran a marathon. I am hot. I'm glistening. This ring light is not making it any better, but that's okay, all right? So I feel like it's been a minute since y'all have seen me. I apologize, but your girl been working on some things, so stay tuned. But I wanted to real quick give y'all like a story time, or just tell y'all something that happened very recently. And when I say recently, I mean yesterday, okay, at my workplace. And it was an incident, but it wasn't anything like hectic or chaotic or, you know, a big blow up, not even in the slightest, but it's just unfortunate that these things happen. Not surprising, because of course there are still people who discriminate and things like that. Of course, those are still people who walk this earth, but it's just unfortunate. It's disappointing, but not surprising. So before I get into it, y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when I drop a video. Grab your cold drinks, get your fans, because y'all, it's hot, all right? But we about to get into it, so let's get it. Let's go. So I work in a place that really caters to beauty needs. So hair care, skin care, makeup, fragrances, nail care, things of that nature, right? So there was a woman who came into the store yesterday, white lady, whatever, she had a return. And so it was a return of hair care products. Now, one of my coworkers, who was also white, she helped her originally pick out those hair products, right? So she came, and there was me, and then there was my other coworker. So let's say the first coworker who helped her get the original products, that's coworker 1, and then coworker 2 is who I was with yesterday, right? And then there's me. So the customer, she comes in and she's returning the hair care products, but she requested the help of coworker 1, because even though those products that she got didn't work for her, she was really exceptional with her service with her, and you know, things like that. So listen, if you go to a store frequently and you find someone who really helps you and things like that, listen, if you're able to get them again, then you want to, okay? So the lady comes up to me and coworker 2, and she asks us, hey, you know, the pretty girl with the long blonde hair, is she in today? And we let her know, oh no, she's not in right now. How can we help you? So I had to do something else. So coworker 2, she helped her, okay? She helped her return the items and things like that. Now coworker 2 was about to go on her break, right? So everyone else was busy and things like that. Busy day, you know, Saturdays, retail, you know. So very busy day. Everybody's out in the store, you know, doing what they have to do. So it's me right there, and then there's coworker 2 who is assisting her at that moment, helping her return her stuff. And so coworker 2, she's like, hey, I'm about to go on my break. Do you mind showing her where such and such product is, right? A specific hair brand. I said, sure, no problem. Now, I did have other things to do. And, you know, where we are, that's kind of my main area in the store and things like that. So if someone else needed help right there, then, you know, but because it was kind of slowed down a little bit, I had no problem taking her to where those specific products was, right? So they were finishing up the return transaction, and as I was walking around and coworker 2 was about to, you know, go to the back to take her break, I'm like, okay, ma'am, you can follow me. That woman proceeded to look at me and then look at my hair. Now, I'm more than likely going to make this a podcast episode. This is my podcast too, but this is the visual part of it. I'll have to redo my audio only version. It's gonna be the same thing, but you know, just with my microphone, so they won't be able to see. So if you do listen to the audio or whatever, y'all can see my hair, okay? My hair is in a high puff, okay? You can see it's state, it's afro state. You know, I love my high puff, and this is without me picking it out. It's just me, you know, getting it up there, securing it, and going on about my day. So that's how my hair was yesterday, right? So the woman looks at me, and then she looks at my hair, and even though we have masks on, you can always tell when someone's kind of making a, you know, like a, you know, type of a face, right? So, you know, I'm telling her she can follow me, and she does that, and then she leans over to coworker 2, like across, you know, the register or whatever, and she proceeds to say, and not so much a whisper, it's like she was trying to whisper, but she wasn't, and plus I was standing right there. So she basically said, or she said, I would rather not have someone with her hair help me. Can you help me? She said that to coworker 2 about me. And so I didn't make a big fuss. Yes, I heard what she said. Yes, I took the hint or whatever. But coworker 2, she was kind of taken aback, like, and then she said, never mind, I'll go on my break after I finish helping her. So I did this. That's no problem. So I finished doing what I had to do. And as they were walking to the back, I saw the the customer. She had her hair in a ponytail, but she was doing this with her hair, basically still saying, me and you had the same hair type. She doesn't really, have our hair type. So I'm like, okay, and again, it's kind of unfortunate or whatever. But anyway, so then fast forward, the lady gets what she needs and she bumps into me again. I'm right there. And so she proceeds to say, that had nothing to do with you. It's just that. And I said, it's forgotten. And then we proceed for her to check out and things like that. So then she asks me, well, do you know anything about this brand? And I, with a smile, even though I have a mask on, but with a smile in a very polite tone that was still stern enough for her to understand that I heard and understood what she said about me, but I'm not gonna, be so offended or be broken down about it, right? So in the most polite voice, very genuine, I was genuinely polite, but I still wanted to let her know I heard what you said. I said, not with my hair type. And you can see the look of, I don't know if it's remorse. I can't say she was remorseful or she regretted it. I can't say that for her. But you can see the look on her face like, oh, she heard me. Oh, I probably shouldn't have. She had that type of a look, kind of taken aback. Again, I can't really say if she was remorseful or not. I don't know how she was feeling. But she walked out and you can tell she was feeling like, dang. That's all I can say, dang. And so, listen, it's a few funny things about this, but let me get this out the way real quick. It's 2021. 2022 is knocking on our door, right? And so now I have 3 boxes that I check off, okay, when it comes to hair, and hair in general, how particular we are. We as women, that's the first thing. I'm a young 25-year-old woman. We as women are very particular about our hair. We want our hair to be a certain way. We know what works for us. We don't want everybody in our hair, blah, 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 okay? As a Black woman, okay, we very much so are particular. We for sure don't want a whole bunch of hands in our head. We know what works for us. We want our hair to grow a certain way. We know what we have to do. As a natural Black woman, we are even more protective about our hair. We know what won't won't work for us. We know, okay, listen, if you don't cater to natural hair, then we don't really have much to talk about. So I check off 3 boxes, okay? We as women in general, okay, white, Black, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. We as women in general, okay, we can have on a crazy looking outfit. We can have just thrown on something real quick. But if our hair is, up to par, then we good, okay? We good. As a Black woman, okay, hair in the Black community, whether you're natural or not, hair is such a, I don't know, it's not sensitive, but it's such a pivotal, it's such a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's such a very important topic in the Black community, okay? We grew up going to the hair salons. We grew up, having wash day routines, especially as you go natural and things like that. Like hair as a young Black woman, as a Black girl is such a it's a staple in our community. That's what I was trying to say. Hair is such a staple in our community, right? And then if you decide to go natural, it's a whole nother world that opens up. Okay, now you're learning about your hair in a completely different state. Okay, especially if you grew up getting relaxers and flat ironing your hair all the time and stuff like that. When you make that transition to go natural, you're learning your hair in its natural state. Now the products that you may have used before, you can't use now and things like that. So now you're relearning your hair and yourself in a completely different way. So we're constantly learning about our hair, right? So I didn't take offense to it, to be quite honest with you. Again, we've come so far, but we still have so far to go, right? And again, as a young Black natural woman, I understand, okay? Listen, if I go into a store and I can see a few girls who got this, okay, afros, bantu knots, yes, it's such a human-like thing for us to gravitate towards people who are like us or who look like us or who may have similar hair or skin tone. It's very comfortable, of course, okay? And I'm not gonna say she was wrong for not wanting my services. It's just the delivery, okay? Because she could have gotten the exact same message across without, because you said something wrong, or you handled it the wrong way when someone that you offended or whatever said something back, and you're kind of like regretful. If you didn't say nothing wrong, then you stand proud in it, right? But anyway, but I understand, if I'm able to find somebody who kind of looks like me as far as skin tone or undertones or hair, then it's like, okay, girl, what you using your hair? It happens all the time, but it's the way you deliver it, correct? So now the funny thing is, okay, now I'm no beautician, I'm no hairstylist, I'm not licensed in the slightest bit. I just taught myself how to braid last year when we was stuck in the house, okay? So, but me knowing my hair and doing my hair and things like that, I know a little something, okay? I know a little something, and I read. So I, know the research part of it too. But anyway, so the brand that she had, well, first, I've helped so many people in our store with hair. Black and relaxed, black and natural, white and curly, white and straight, Hispanic and curly, I've helped so many people. Not just I don't limit myself to, just helping natural black girls, natural black women with hair care. Now, I will say when it comes to hair care products, my expertise or my knowledge is more grounded in natural hair care products now, because it's been 4 years since I've been natural. So I can really be like, yeah, girl, like this. However, I made sure to know, the groundwork at least with other hair care products and hair care brands, because some of those brands before I went natural, I used myself. Okay. But she wouldn't know that, because before, I could offer my services to her, she's like, I would rather not someone with her hair help me. Okay, so she doesn't know that I've helped so many different people with hair products and hair regimens and tips, and they've always come back and say, that trick you taught me, or that tip you gave me, or that recommendation you gave me, it helped tremendously. She doesn't know that I get great feedback from all people, okay? Men, women, okay, children, teenagers with any type of hair texture. Again, I'm no beautician. I didn't go to school for cosmetology or anything like that, but because I grounded myself in, I like to know my knowledge, especially when I'm working in a place where people can ask you about this, that, and the third. I like to have some knowledge about it. Now, if I don't know the ins and outs, I don't have as much knowledge about it, I refer them to our stylist, or I refer them to somebody who may have more knowledge about it, right? But not to pat myself on the back, but your girl knows stuff, okay? Your girl knows stuff. And again, I like to read things, right? So for the most part, when I give a recommendation to somebody, black, white, man, woman, child, old person, whatever, I get great feedback, or they request my help again, okay? There's people that I work with, they come up to me literally like, listen, you're good with helping people get hair care products. Can you help them? Of course, and again, that's not me saying I know it all. Of course not, because I've had times where I'm like, you know what, I don't want to steer you wrong or give you wrong information, so I'm going to refer you to one of our stylists, or I'm going to refer you to somebody who may have colored their hair, who is such and such. I have no problem doing that and extending the olive branch to somebody else. But if I know I'm secure and knowledgeable about it, I'm all yours. What's good? But she wouldn't know that, okay? The second funny thing is the brand that she got, I'm very knowledgeable about it. Not just from me working there for quite some time and referring people to it and things like that, but the gag is I use the brand myself, okay? It's not deemed as one of our traditional natural hair care brands, but it is a brand that I found works with my hair, even in its natural state. Some brands, or a lot of brands, they have like their kinky curly collection or their curly collection and things like that. So their curly collection I use. Okay, it works very well for my hair. I'm able to give a first-hand impression on it. Now, though her hair texture isn't like mine, she just asked me about the brand in general. So I can say it's a really good brand. It leaves my hair really moisturized and not stripped and things like that. I could have given her great first-hand experience and feedback. But because you did what you did and the way you did it, she asked me, so do you know about this brand? I politely, okay, not with my hair type. Not with my hair type. And it's like, girl. Now, coworker too, she did a great job because she had her getting shampoo and this, that. Like, she did what she had to do. But you missed out on someone else who was very knowledgeable. I can't talk, child. I just ate knowledgeable about the products and who used it themselves. But because you shut it down before we even got the opportunity to go to the hair products and things like that, you missed out. You had no idea that I, for one, use the brand myself, and I've recommended it to people of all backgrounds, hair types, and things like that. You wouldn't know that. So when you ask me, do I know about the brand? Of course I do. I work here, I use it myself, and I read up on it. Of course I do. But because you don't want someone with my hair helping you, I'm not going to help you. And that's not me being petty, even though it could be petty. But if that's not me being petty or negative or nasty, it's just kind of a reminder, like, listen, don't limit yourself to receiving help from someone just because they don't look like you, because y'all skin tones are different, your hair types are different, because you don't know what I know, okay? You don't know what I know, what I don't know, what I could have assisted you with. You don't know that, okay? You don't know that. But because you shot down the opportunity before we were even able to say hello, okay? And again, we as women, me as a black woman who grew up around black women and stuff like that, we are very particular about our hair, okay? If we can find someone who looks like us, who has similar hair as us, then we're gonna gravitate towards it, okay? I'm not saying that doesn't happen in other races and cultures, but I can only speak from being a black woman because I'm black. But you know, in our community, listen, you don't let anybody just play in your hair, okay? This will work well for you. This doesn't work with our hair type, you know, things like that. But then when you go and you know, ground yourself in doing research on your own time and things like that, then you're able to help others, especially if you work in a retail place like that, where anyone who looks like anything, okay, white, Hispanic, curly hair, kinky hair, no hair, whatever, anyone can come in and ask for your help. And I want to have at least the basics down, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just the moral of the story, I guess, I don't know, but is just don't limit yourself. Don't assume that because someone doesn't look like you that they won't be able to help you, okay? And listen, don't I don't know, just don't discriminate against people. Now, of course, there's going to be people who do that all the time. I'm not going to say I've never done it or haven't done it. Of course I have. But as you grow and get older, it's like, okay, she doesn't look like me or he doesn't look like me, but boy, did he or she give me some good advice. Wow. Or boy, did she give me a good recommendation. Yeah. Don't shortchange yourself, and don't assume other people who don't look like you can't help you, because you're limiting your ability to grow and educate yourself, or your ability to learn, you know? So, because the thing is, what if I was the only person there? Like, what if coworker 2 wasn't there at all? Okay. Or, and I do work with a lot of black girls who are natural, and we have braids and twists and afros and stuff like that. What if, you know, either I was the only one there who was able to help her at that time, or what if it was just my coworkers who have my type of hair that worked there? Then what was she gonna do? Leave? Okay, so you don't have any hair care products and you're about to have a bad hair day. Okay. All right. You know, that's on you. Okay, my hair is still flourishing. Okay, thank you, Lord. But, you know, now you're just hurting yourself. So I may be all over the place with this, but I just wanted to share that with y'all because it's really unfortunate that we still kind of go through those things. And I mean, we've come so far, but we still have so far to go. But yeah, that was just a little incident. I don't want to call it an incident because nothing blew up from it. And, you know, the story that I'm telling is much longer than the entire process altogether, from when she came in to when she checked out and everything. Like, you know, me recounting the story is much longer than the actual events that took place. But it was just an example of, wow, you know? And it's like, I'm not going to say that was my first time experiencing that, but it was just like, dang, in I almost said 2022, but that's how close 2022 is. You know, with 2022 just, I'm about to come, y'all about to see me. You know, it's unfortunate that those type of things happen. And I mean, hair, you know, like someone with her hair. I mean, this woman looked at me, and I'm just, listen, anyone who works with me, oh, y'all know your girl dresses down, okay? I like to look good, do you hear me? So it couldn't have been my outfit because I know it looks cute. Anyway, but she looked at me. And then she looked at my hair and was like, you know, and so it's like, well, so you kind of just missed out on a great salesperson or a great person have a good conversation with, and, you know, not just show you those products, but other products for future reference, you know? And again, coworker 1, coworker 2, they did great. Obviously, they were able to get her to buy products and, you know, things like that. It's just the way it kind of went about. you know. But I don't want to ramble. That was the little story time, I suppose. But again, y'all, moral of the story, don't shortchange yourself. Don't assume other people can't help you just because they don't look like you or things like that. Don't assume, okay? Yes, it's comforting to see people who look like you and get their opinions on things, but if someone who looks completely nothing like you offers you some advice or some help, don't be so quick to shut it out, okay? And that goes beyond shopping. That's in life in general, okay? Because you never know who you gonna be shutting out, okay? That's just that. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm finna turn this fan on and get comfortable because y'all, it's hot. Am I sweating? Oh Jesus, am I sweating? But anyway, y'all have an amazing Sunday. Y'all get y'all's relax on because Monday is tomorrow. It's Monday already. Oh, Monday is ghetto. Do you hear me? But anyway, y'all have an amazing day, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next episode. I love y'all. Bye.